Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today we got a marathon for JK. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. I love that we're going into like a little bit, I can't say in a different direction because we're still providing you guys with rock, metal, progressive rock, all that good stuff. But yes, we have kind of like also opened up a next door, you know, which is new wave. And I love that we're, you know, that you guys are like guiding us through like a different, you know, decade now, like more through the 80s, you know, and it's really interesting. It's been a lot of fun. And, but yeah, don't despair, all you prog rock, 70s rock lovers. We're going to keep on bringing that music as well, but we're also going to, you know, dabble, you know, as good as possible or as much as possible in like 80s music, you know. And I think new wave is a big contribution to that sound, you know. So again, thank you, JK, you know, for requesting something completely different. And I don't know, I think this is going to give the channel a little bit more variety because we've been doing a lot of prog and a lot of 70s rock, which I adore, don't get me wrong. But again, I think it's nice to have a little bit more variety, you know. So here we go. This is by JK. Let's see his email. It says here, here's a mix of great songs that were popular at parties and clubs I attended in the 80s. You may recognize a few of these. So we have the Pet Shop Boys from the album Please 1986. We have West End Girls. We have XTC, we've done some XTC. Drums and Wires, album 1979, Making Plans for Nigel. Also, thank you so much again for adding the album because there's so many different versions. When I was typing them in, there were like versions that were 30 seconds longer, shorter, stuff like that. So again, thank you for being very, you know, careful and providing me the year and the album. Also, this is from Another Gray Area 1982, Graham Parker, You Hit the Spot. Then we got Spitz Enz, I guess that's how you say the band 1980, I Got You is a song. And then we have the Fine Young Cannibals, from the 1989 album The Raw and the Cooked. She drives me crazy. Like, I can't speak English today, I don't know why, but yeah, that's the list. Again, thank you so much. You didn't add anything else. That's kind of, you know, I like that because then it's all up to me to talk about the music. Sometimes you guys give some information and I do appreciate that, don't get me wrong. Okay, let's start it off here with Pet Shop Boys. Pet Shop Boys, I've done some stuff of the Pet Shop Boys, and if I recognize any of these tracks, I'm gonna be the first one to say, hey, you know, I remember this, or it just sounds familiar. So here we go with the Pet Shop Boys, Please, West End Girls. Here we go.
Sometimes you're better off dead. There's a gun in your hand that's pointing at your head. You think you're mad, too unstable, kicking in chairs and knocking down tables in a restaurant in a West End town. Call the police, there's a madman around, running down underground to a dive bar in a West End town. In a West End town, a dead end world, with the East End boys and West End girls.
I recognize
in a
this.
West End town, a dead end world, with the East End boys and West End girls. West End
good. Okay. So what I was doing, this is such a good track. Everything about this, the synth, the keyboards, that whole introduction, his voice, that solo, it's just like a very memorable. Also, like, I don't know what they were playing there, what kind of wind instrument, but I do have to say I've done this before, and it's really hard to find on the channel. I did it for a marathon for Greybeard, which he called an 80s mixtape, and I did Cocteau Twins, Men at Work, Simple Minds, this is all new wave, and then I did Pet Shop Boys, West End Girls, Ice House, and then I added another Pet Shop Boys, Always on My Mind. So that's the marathon that I did, and it is about a little bit over a year ago, so I'd only heard this once, so I guess, I don't know, it kind of seemed familiar because I was like, I've done some Pet Shop Boys, but I didn't know that I heard that before, so I do apologize for that, because I could have like at least emailed you, but hey, we can do another one at the end. But again, as good as the first one, the first time that I listened to it, really, really good band. And I know they have just an amazing catalog of good stuff. But I guess that's one of their, best sellers. Let's see. Let's look at here on the list. Yeah, that's their top song. And Always on My Mind, second best. So I'm just going to do the third best, I guess, which is It's a Sin. Or something. I don't know. We can add something at the end. Okay, let's continue with XTC. Let's see. XTC. How many XTC have we done, actually? So a lot for JK. Most XTC things were... So I think you know what... There's only... Well, let me see. XTC. Let me type in the... Making plans. No. Okay, so I've definitely not heard this one, but we have done around 10 videos that at least have one XTC song on there. So let's check out Making Plans for Nigel. Here we go. It was like...
He must be happy in his world.
Very nice guitar.
We're only making plans for Nigel. He has this future in a British steel. We're only making plans for Nigel. As good as sealed. Yeah, and if young Nigel says he's happy, he must be happy, he must be happy, he must be happy in his world. Nigel is a nice spoken, but he likes to speak and he loves to be spoken to. Nigel is happy in his world. Nigel is happy in his world. happy. He must be happy in his world. We're only making plans for Nigel. We only want what's best for him. We're only making plans for Nigel. Nigel just needs this helping hand. We're only making plans for Nigel. He has this future in a British steel. We're only making plans for Nigel.
Oh, just like the shops like dead here. Like they didn't have a lot of time for the fade out. Awesome. I XTC. I mean, I think everything I've ever listened by them is just very, very good. I love the bass line, the drums. I don't know, something about this is also their most famous song. So you basically you choose all the hits. Let's do this. Let's do this, JK. I don't want to just add another song to the marathon. Let's just keep it the way it is. And I'll rather do a video with Alexia of a Pet Shop Boys reaction because we haven't done any Pet Shop Boys together. So let me do something like, I don't know, I'm not gonna do again West End Girls, but maybe, you know, make a reaction with Alexia, always on my mind, her and I together, and it's gonna be for you. Just give us some time because we have to do the full albums and all the stuff that we have to do first. And I think that's a better deal than just adding another song to the marathon just for the sake of it. Because I know Pet Shop Boys, I just looked, and they're Warner Brothers, and that's a video that we can actually, benefit from a little bit because it's Warner Brothers. I don't know why I'm getting so many texts and I can't freaking turn it off. It's super annoying. The good thing is it's not really like a bad sound or anything like a loud sound. Okay, so yeah, XTC. This sounded actually way more 80s than I thought. 1979. But yeah, definitely good stuff. 61 million plays on this last tune. Very, very cool. I loved everything about it. The drums. I loved the delivery of the vocals. And it I guess it was the beginning, of new wave, because and we had such a cool introduction when we saw ABC about, when they started, like the first band basically playing new wave, which was more electronic music, was Kraftwerk. And then Donna Summer with Giorgio Moroder, and then it kept moving forward, and then we had bands just coming out of all sorts and places. But this was great. Okay, let's check out. So this is, I'm sure I'm gonna butcher this, but Graham or Graham Parker, You Hit the Spot, and this is from the Another Gray Area. Here we go. Let's check it out.
sending heat way through my brain. Another shot of an antidote to pain. When I get the feed, gets down to the bone. But when you need, I don't feel alone. You hit the spot, everybody makes me cringe. It's worth the shot. I'd rather burn than singe. When the walls close in and I feel crushed, I'll take your calls, I'll take your love and touch. Ooh, baby, your love does it all. Even when the world makes my skin crawl. You hit the spot, wipe out the rest of the world. Don't ask me what you're doing, be my girl. It's a natural thing among these substitutes. You wear the ring, I wear the monkey suits. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, oh, oh yeah. You hit the spot. Look out, look out, look out, look out. What you haven't got, you always worry about. These tangled hours, we just can't unwind. Won't interfere, leave them behind. Ooh, baby, you just do it all. Even when this world makes my skin crawl. You hit the spot, don't miss again. You seem to blot out all the pain. Wanna get the feed, gets down to the bone. But when you're near, I don't feel alone. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, you hit the spot. You just seem to blast. Yeah, you hit the spot. You just seem to blast. Yeah, you hit the spot. You just seem to blast out all the time. But don't miss again. Yeah, you hit the spot. Ooh, yeah, you hit the spot. Yeah, you hit the spot. Yeah, you hit the spot. Hit it,
Very good. Very good. I just realized something, like if you listen to a lot of music, the way it's structured, you know, like there is some kind of intro very quickly and it gets to the lyrics very fast, and then there comes the chorus, and then basically the outro is just the chorus on like faster repeats. Like I've never really thought of that, but it's like I think that's the way pop is written, you know. It's just like you have your verse, and then you have some kind of bridge, you have the chorus, and then you go back into the second verse. And maybe, I don't think there's like a third verse. That's already too long for like a 3-4 minute song. And then you have, and then kind of like it starts, and maybe there's some kind of solo or something, and then it hits the outro. And the outro sometimes is a minute or 2 minutes of the song. It's almost like the repetition of the chorus, the catch, that hook. I like the pictures. He reminds me of Donald Fagen, but I think it's just the glasses. But it says here, stereotyped early in his career as a quintessential angry young man. I love it. Really good. It was more like, you know, because new wave is also a lot of rock. It stems off from punk rock, you know. So there's a lot of guitar, a lot of really cool bass here, specifically in this track. and just like it's a good time, man. You know, it's just also music to dance to. It's, you know, it gets you moving. Like usually when we do reactions, and like Alexia and I, we're not really like dancing that much. We're more like air guitaring and stuff. But this is just the bass here and the drums that are very, very, you know, very simple, 4/4. It just gets you in the dancing mood. And I mean, like you said, JK, you heard this in nightclubs, you know, at parties and stuff. All right. Really good, really good. Let's go back. Now, Split Enz. So it's like Split Ends, but this is spelled with ENZ. True Colors is the album. That's the one where I found it on. This was kind of like hard to find, so I hope this is the right version, because basically you said that it's just like released as a single in 1980. I think this is the right one. This is 3 minutes and 29 seconds. Let's check it out. I Got You, and let's check it out.
I got you. That's all I want. I won't forget. That's a whole lot. I don't go out. Not now that you're in. Sometimes we shout, but that's no problem. I don't know why sometimes I get frightened. You can see my eyes, you can tell that I'm not lying. Look at you, you're a pageant.
Second verse.
Everything that I've imagined, something's wrong. I feel uneasy. Reassure me. Tell me you're not teasing. I don't know why
Chorus.
sometimes I get frightened. You can see my eyes, tell that I'm not lying. I don't know why sometimes I get frightened. You can see my eyes, you tell me you're not lying.
Solo.
There's no doubt, not when I'm with you. When
Third
I'm
verse.
without,
Verse.
I stay in my room. Where do you go? I get no answer. You're always out. It gets on my nerves. I don't know why sometimes I get frightened.
And it's gonna stay.
See my eyes, tell that I'm not lying. But I don't know why sometimes I get frightened. You can see my eyes, you tell me you're not lying. I don't know why sometimes I get frightened. You can see my eyes, you tell that I'm not lying.
Crazy. It's exactly what I was talking about. So we had a very fast intro, some cool like catchy riff, comes into the song, first verse, And I love that the drums were kind of like on a weird time signature, but could be completely normal. It was just the way when the chorus came in, that da 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 da, that drumming pattern kind of like changed a little bit. But it was the verse. So the intro, very short, maybe 5 seconds, the verse. And then the chorus, right? Back to the verse, second verse, the chorus again, then a third verse, and then we had the chorus, and then the chorus as long as it takes into the outro, and that's it. That's such a cool way, you know. It was, I'm sure, for many people, a style of composition. It works, man. It, like, and even the solo was a little like keyboard solo there. Sometimes it goes up like an octave or something, you know, maybe a couple of notes, and then it goes, you know, after the solo, because it has to, like, there has to be some sort of resolution after the solo to go back into the chorus. So it's just an interesting way. Let's see. I really enjoyed this. This was a good song. Voice, muted guitars, bass, beautiful. Everything. Just like, it's just music that's easier to digest. It's easier to enjoy, and I'm not surprised that all these songs were popular. And what I don't like to see, of course, I just posted a Genesis marathon. It's like, oh, they were only good until they start doing pop because they sold out. I mean, you know, when you do music like this, like 70s progressive rock, there's only so much money you can make. There's only so much people that are going to listen to it. But if you want to get, that's why it's pop, you know, popular music. That's what it's called. If you want to make an impact and make real money, I mean, I think you have to, you know, I mean, or you do something like one of my idols, Alan Holdsworth, who never played the same solo, who would refuse to play the same licks, because if somebody copied him, or if he knew of somebody playing his stuff, he would never play that again. That kind of extremism can get you very, very, you know, in trouble financially. And then, you know, like I could say, why did he never sold out? He didn't, but he also did not have money when he died. Nothing, you know. So as a musician, it's a tough business, you know, it's a tough life. So I think you have to sometimes, you know, play stuff that's just more accessible, where people can listen to. And I think this is a great example, you know, and it's still good, you know. I mean, you don't have to be, I mean, for example, look at this. I mean, look at what I listen to, but I don't consider myself a snob or anything, or better, that I know more about music just because I listen to this extreme music. I can enjoy everything. I can enjoy something simple, you know, in 4/4. So just like, I don't know, it's just like, it's something that I've learned, that I see a lot of people, you know, looking down on people that listen to just more simple music, and I think that's kind of silly. Okay, we're gonna end it here with the Fine Young Cannibals. She Drives Me Crazy is the song. Let's check it out, and let's just pay attention if they change it up, you know, the style of composition here. Let's see. Is that even a... Is that even a bass or a keyboard? Ooh, man, this is good.
Tell me
I love it, man. Holy moly. Sorry, this was the best one. I don't know, something about the drum kit. I mean the snare drum, that was not like a real snare drum. I love the guitar work. Dang 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 dang. And just the chorus is so catchy, but again, same way of composition. It just works. And I think it really depended on like your riff, your voice, what you were singing about, those little nuances. This song, I'm sorry, 500 million reproductions. This is the most famous song of all the songs that we played. What a freaking cool song. I have to play this. And there was a really, really cool video playing on top. It just shows about 5 seconds. But this would be kind of cool to do with Alexia in a video reaction. So, yeah. So, JK, look out for a reaction. I don't know. I still have to like look for time. Find Young Cannibals. I love to do this, exactly this one, because I loved it. With Alexia, and maybe do some Pet Shop Boys. Maybe something different. Maybe not the ones that I've already heard. I want to hear something that I have not heard. But again, West End Girls. I mean, I heard it a year ago for the first time. Thought it was amazing. I thought it was amazing right now again. Making Plans for Nigel. XTC, really, really cool, really original. Graham Parker, very good as well. That one was, I think, the one that I would consider maybe not so much new wave, but I could be wrong. Then Spitz Enz, very, very good. Very, very cool. But this last one, just like, that was amazing. That was really, really good. From 1989. So almost 90s, you know. So much fun again. Thank you so much. Please let me know what you thought of these songs. Which is the one that, is there a song that you hadn't heard on this list? Because that's sometimes what is the craziest. Like, people, you know, living in the US their entire lives, or in Canada or in England, somewhere where it's very popular to play this music. We unfortunately did live in Mexico, where we, you know, fed the same, you know, kind of like same music. And it's still, they're playing still the same music on the radio. Like it never really moves on. They just play whatever was the most popular, and but also a certain genre. Like maybe they never got really into new wave. Maybe they stayed with pop, you know, Michael Jackson or whatever. But yeah, so there's instances where people, you know, are like, I've never heard this song before, so you know, they know what it feels like to being out of the loop, you know. But I mean, I'm sure that if I play, you know, let's say we have 3,000 videos, right? And out of those 3,000 videos, I'm sure my brother who lives in Germany, but he's not really like a musical person. He likes music, but he listens to like electronic music, underground stuff. I'm sure that maybe 2,000 of those videos, he would not know the music. And he's a guy that likes rock, 70s rock. He introduced me to Dire Straits and Jimi Hendrix, and on, you know, a small level. But you know, it's just like, it really depends on if you're a music nut, and if you were like listening to music all your life and you were just waiting for stuff to come out. And some people are not like that. There's people that don't listen to music at all, you know. It's unfortunate, but it exists. Again, JK, thank you so much. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoy the video. Please, if you do, give it a like, give it a dislike, whatever, but comment. Maybe if you can say, hey, you know, JK, thanks. And yeah, if you want, subscribe. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next video.